All right, guys, it's Thursday night. Just got back from GC. I dumped a bunch more gear, sold the cabinet today, and yeah, this is where we're at. So these are kind of go through where we're at. Just a whole bunch of guitars, Gretsch's, Les Pauls, Telly's, Strats, Dan Electros. That's kind of my trip, pretty much my trip. This is where I teach voice all day and write songs. Work off the old laptop. So obviously a number of changes. Here's that 800. This is a 2004 JCM 800, 2203. This thing is incredible. So, got a AC30 out of the shell up there, PT100, a Mark V, and so now just one single cabinet, which is the slant with the X pattern of the Vintage 30 and greenback. The straight just didn't jive in this room. I only wanted one cabinet, and this is definitely better. There's my 77. So it's just sitting on the sidelines right now. Basses and baritones. It's a Gretsch baritone and Lakeland jazz bass and a P. Probably gonna sell the jazz. I'm not really a jazz bass guy, but yeah. Pedal board. I've got the Strymons in all these loops. Everything's set up, and I also have the FM9 in the loop too. And pedals. And here's where things did change a bit. So now I've got, oh my God, they're good. The IRs are cool. My friend Jason kind of, was like, I don't know. It's not easy getting older because, you think back, like, I don't know, you just have all these, like, preconceived notions or prejudices or experiences or, whatever it is. But it's cool. I've figured out I can blend these. I can have two amps going simultaneously with just IRs, which means it's completely silent in here. Or I can be doing an IR on one amp and the cab in there, which is good because the cab is a clean recording. It's a single performance, and then the other one is an IR. The cab, obviously, if it's rocking, you can hear it in here. It's right here. So, or I can do the cab and a DI and then reamp an amp with the cab again. Like I could do the 800 with a DI and then run down the DI with the SIR, all, if I want all just cabs. And that's, got preamps and a couple of EQ and a de-esser for vocals. This is where as I have all my charts, I'm playing at a wedding, playing guitar and singing for a wedding band on the 5th. So I'm learning songs. Man, I love playing guitar on that. Moves Like Jagger. Man, that guitar part is just lethal. Little octo, and updating that really was, I think, what kind of was the beginning of tormenting my rig, man. I mean, oh my God, I don't know what that let me see if I can. 1 second, we're done. This is it. This is going to be a shorty. Shouty. Yeah, here's a little record. Here's that 800 from yesterday. It's got some spirit, man. Adams A77s, and I've got the Avid HDIO, and then I've also got a Burl B2 that I run into 15 and 16 of this with on its US, was it AES EBU, I mean, this is a fantastic. This is like $4,500 for, I guess, 32 converters. Because is it? No, it's just it's 16 by 16. I don't know, or a whole bunch. And this is like 2,500 for two. So a lot of technology. Had a pair of distressors. Was never just using it on vocals. So I just sold one, and a little bass section with some Sans amp, my headphone amp. And down there is the Avocet, and then right there is the Trip Light. That's the whole power conditioner. And that's it. And there's from last year's baseball, our signed baseball for Little League. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's where Bo sleeps, hangs out with me. But that's where I'm at, and it was kind of weird. Like my buddy was down at GC, and the manager was there, and it was like, I'm like, I got all this stuff. I'm like, I just want to sell it, and I know it's not going to get top dollar because they have to resell it, but they do their best with me. They do me right. I'm like, I just don't want to sell it. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want people coming to the studio. Like I just want to be over with it. So I drove down there at 4:10. It took me almost an hour to get down there from East Nashville to Berry Hill. It was unbelievable. And then, close to an hour coming home. So it was like a little bit of a torture chamber. But now I want to get some sleep. I'm going to come in the morning. I want to clean up a little bit. And I just want to get cracking. And of course, I'm like, from Airplane, like, I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue. So I'm going down to Guitar Center with a pile of stuff, and I'm like, I just want this to be over. I don't want anything. I don't need anything. I'm like beyond already. Even though I've dumped so much gear, I still have so much stuff. And I get there, and they literally had just taken a VH4 out of the box. I'm like, oh, man, it's a tall order overcoming this this mental illness. It looked nice though. I've owned a few VH4. I'm a Diesel artist. I think I'm still on their website. I've had a bunch of VH4s and Herbert. So anyway, but I just took the money and run. Yeah. Well, there it is. If you have any questions about how all this goes down, I mean, you've seen the last number of videos are going over the functionality of a lot of this stuff. And, I'm stoked. I'm enjoying how I'm working now. And, sometimes I'm just on Axe-Fx all day if I'm writing songs or I'm like tracking for demos. I'm just Axe-Fx stereo in, and that's it. So, there you go. Guitar stand ready to go.